today, my speech is going to be a video of me reacting to this guy named, like, Steven Crowder. But today I'm going to be reacting to his video that's a rebuttal video to a BuzzFeed video. Let's just start this from the beginning, I guess.
This video from BuzzFeed, they're trying to prove some sort of societal point. So they sent out plus-size women, which truly is doing a disservice to most plus-size women, to apparently break down the barriers. This is the brilliant social commentary we've come to expect from third wave feminists. And
okay, so we're like 30 seconds in, and we're already insulting feminists. I love that for him. I love that for him. All right, let's keep going.
We are trying on clothes that society has told us we shouldn't wear.
No, that's not society. Those are the seams. They're breaking because you can't fit into those clothes.
Okay, I feel like that's just like a little rude. You're so funny. You know, like you just made a joke about someone's weight, which is super fun and nice and original. There's a difference between like clothing types and clothing sizes, so I frankly find him a little bit rude, but we're just gonna keep going.
And this is a problem, and we'll get to the overarching point. This is a problem with, you see it with obviously feminists, you see it with people who have these sort of conspiracy, it's about the government, man, it's the Illuminati, man.
Yep. Yes, he is 100% correct. Body shaming, if you guys didn't know, was started by the President Donald Trump, who is in fact the leader of the Illuminati, you know, like. The more you know. All right.
What do they think? They think there was some double secret patriarchy meeting? Here, from henceforth, no giant fat whales will be allowed to wear Lululemon.
Okay. Okay.
It's biological evolution. There are reasons we're attracted to certain things.
Okay, so main man here is basically trying to encourage or say that body shaming should be tolerated because he's blaming it on biology. I googled it, actually. And the true and correct answer here is that the types of bodies that people find attractive have actually changed significantly over time. For example, in the Paleolithic era, women were on the much fuller or heavier side, and they were considered the most attractive, such as this photo here of this little statue that scientists or archaeologists or whomever, I don't know, the smart people found. And we know that this was the ideal body type. Previously, thin had been associated with being actually on the poorer side and like not being able to afford food. So it really wasn't until like the turn of the century, like 1900s, that women who were significantly thinner than the average women of the time were to be considered ideal. So yeah, attraction has nothing to do with biology and everything to do with society. Let's keep going.
Straight from the hungry hippo's mouth. They admit third wave feminism, intersectional feminists are as mature as a 13-year-old. They cannot be expected to exceed the maturity of a 13-year-old.
Insulting feminists again. Great.
This is entirely skin deep. It is narcissistic. It is completely shallow. Every bit as much as the skinny models who they hate, the skinny bitches who they don't like. The only difference is they weren't willing to do the crunches.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my Lanta.
That's it. Steven, he has solved it. If I do crunches, just some crunches, you know, I will have the body of Kendall Jenner. I mean,
Mind blown. Like,
why didn't I think of that beforehand? You know, like what a
revolutionary
idea. Revolutionary idea.
Back to the video.
You can't force somebody else out there to find you attractive.
I mean, that's true. You can't. But like, how funny would it be if you could? Bear with me here. Like, imagine me with like some sort of weapon, like spear or sword or knife or something, to like Ryan Gosling's vital organs, and me saying, from henceforth you find me attractive, and then he's like, but you're not, and then I'm like, say I'm pretty or you lose your life, and he's like, okay, you're pretty, and then like we get married. Talk about romance, forcing people to find you attractive. That's the way to do it.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
The problem here is, again, this victim culture, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's 1% versus the 99%, or, big fat women on BuzzFeed telling you that they don't want to wear flattering clothes, but you better like their picture on Instagram anyway. There are unintended consequences that create actual victims.
Oh, wow. We love comparing things like race and income and body shaming and all other social injustice problems because
They're all the same, right?
So who are the unintended victims? What are the unintended consequences here? You have men, young men out there right now, who are terrified of engaging in relationships with women because women have become screeching, angry, and they feel entitled to validation on every front of their life, whether they've earned it or not.
Homeboy actually found a way. I didn't think he could. I didn't think he could do it,
But he
he
did.
found a way to take the issue of feminism and body positivity and actually loop it back around and talk about how it's bad for men. Like, I'm actually deceased.
Most guys will find you attractive if you're somewhere on that graph outside of what is considered morbidly obese.
But that's our number one goal in life, is to be considered attractive by men. So,
You can have a Marilyn Monroe, you can have an Audrey Hepburn. They're not asking you to be a supermodel.
nope, not a supermodel. Just, a world famous actress who's considered to be one of the most beautiful women of all time, Psst.
No biggie.
They still want to see you naked. Boys, men who are married to you, they don't expect you to be perfect. They still
I
like
am
seeing naked women.
Extremely uncomfortable right now.
Okay.
In that same breath, if you're a land whale, most men won't find you attractive, and most clothes makers won't make tarps that fit that kind of a specialized clothing category. That's not their fault. It's your fault. And if you're going to go on Instagram, or you're going to go on YouTube, you're going to go on Twitter, and you're going to demand that they validate you, and when they don't, demand that they are censored, guess what? I don't care if you're plus sized, you are the bad guy.
A lot just happened. First of all, just a message to girls, all of you, you're all beautiful no matter what size you are, no matter what clothes you wear. Like, forget what this guy says. Like, he's just being a dumb idiot. Second of all, size does not equate to health, and I think that that's something that he really just didn't cover at all in his little rebuttal video that he made. You can be bigger and be way healthier than someone who's thinner than you if you have to go to extreme and unhealthy ways in order to maintain that size. And third, women do not exist to be validated by men. His response to a lot of things was saying that men will still find you attractive, blah 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 blah. That just kind of implies that all women want in life is to be considered attractive by men. And I really think it's important that girls learn they don't exist to look pretty. I saw this quote that really I think kind of just sums it up, in that it's pretty is not the price you pay to exist in the world as a woman. You don't have to be perfect all the time, and that you don't need validation from others. So all in all, don't care what other people think. Ignore this dude. Be healthy, be yourself. Don't let others define you. Yeah. Thank you for watching my speech.